Truth to power.
Welcome back to Book of the Day. Today, we will be highlighting the book titled White Malice by Suzanne Williams. The CIA and the covert recolonization of Africa. As you know, this is a Pan-Africanist page. We highlight books and toys of world African culture, world African history. African, yes, meaning black, meaning melanated, all African culture. As we know, we have been slighted due to our oppression, slavery, colonialism, capitalism, imperialism. So I put emphasis on Pan-Africanist, black culture and history. But today we will be focusing on this book, White Malice. Okay, this book is a 651-page thick book released in 2021. This book highlights the oppression presented, imperialism, capitalism, oppression, murder, assassinations, CIA cover-ups, the whole nine fill against African leaders on the continent and in America, celebrities as well. It talks about the minerals of Africa being exploited, uranium being used for the Manhattan Project to blow up Hiroshima and Nagasaki with uranium straight from the Congo. It talks about the CIA using poison or LCD drugs to try to assassinate Fidel Castro, to put LCD in his scuba diving suit. He was a fan of scuba diving, Fidel Castro. And I do have a doll of Fidel Castro, Cuban leader, but in Western media he is framed as a dictator and as a villain, which he is not, but I digress. But this book shows you who the real villain is. And this is not, as you know, this is an interesting book. You can tell by the book stickers that I have, the page markers that I have. But yes, this book, ladies and gentlemen, this is not bliggity bliggity black, y'all. Bliggity bliggity black, y'all. This is Dr. Susan Williams is a white woman giving this truth, and it tells you. And I read a page. I can read a page from the book. Let's see. I don't know what page to read because it's a million pages. Let's see. Okay, right here it highlights, as the Reverend Martin Luther King witnessed the birth of Ghana, Martin Luther King Jr., I'm assuming, he realized its wider significance. This is Martin Luther King speaking. This event, he believed, will give impetus to oppressed peoples all over the world. I think it will have worldwide implications and repercussions, not only for Asia and Africa, but also for America. It renewed his conviction. He said in a radio interview in Accra, in Ghana, in the ultimate triumph of justice, and it seems to me that this is fit testimony to the fact that eventually the forces of justice triumph in the universe, and somehow the universe itself is on the side of freedom and justice, so that this gives new hope to me in the struggle for freedom. This is Martin Luther King Jr. speaking, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Luther King Jr. gave a speech called "Birth of a New Nation" at his church in Atlanta, Georgia, highlighting what he witnessed in Ghana when Nkrumah received its independence. Now, in his book, White Malice, it talks about how the CIA plotted against Ghana. It talks about how they try to utilize the great Louis Armstrong, who loved Ghana. Louis Armstrong loved Ghana. He said when he came to Ghana, he seen a lady that looked like his mother. Louis Armstrong was friends with Kwame Nkrumah. But that's the stuff they don't talk about. In this book, they also talk about how they went about trying to put poison in Patrice Lumumba toothpaste to try to assassinate him. They didn't try it. They accomplished it in 1961 when they overthrew him and kidnapped him and killed him and murdered him. And they just mailed his tooth back to the family in the Congo. 2021, 2022? So this book, ladies and gentlemen, goes in deep detail about a lot of things that happen among black leaders on the continent, leaders on the Caribbean who was fighting for freedom for Africans and black people around the world, black leaders in America and Europe. This book, I gotta give it to Dr. Williams. She did a good job on this book. It talks about Dr. Sidney Gottlieb, a biochemist in the CIA, Deputy Directorate of Plans. Gottlieb oversaw a vast range of secret drug and mind control experiments for the CIA in the 1950s and 1960s. Allen Dulles Airport, named after Allen Dulles, who worked for the CIA under President Eisenhower. You know, they worked with Mobutu to overthrow and kill Lumumba. These people, ladies and gentlemen, MK Ultra, a mind control project, research. Nobody's talking about it. MK Ultra, a mind control project, researching methods of altering human behavior. Hint, hint. Music, radio stations. Hint, hint. Radio stations. Food. They're using mind control in food. That's the conspiracy theories. But look, this is proof that Williams laid out in his book that, hey, the CIA worked with scientists to try to come up with mind control to alter human behavior. They work with drugs, LSD, I say LCD, sorry from the beginning of this, but I'll make a correction. LSD, a drug. We know that the CIA was involved with putting crack cocaine in black communities under the Ronald Reagan administration. Jay-Z quote, everybody loved Jay-Z. He said, blame Reagan for making him into a monster. You have it, ladies and gentlemen. This video has been well over 7 minutes. I don't usually do my videos that long sometimes if I have a lot of toys. But look, exclusive book of the day. White Malice by Susan Williams. The CIA and the covert recolonization of Africa. Please get this book. It's an interesting book. I highlighted through this book. I tell you, it's a thick book, but as you open it and read it, you will get lost in it. You will go read other books to increase your knowledge or more about the Western governments and the United States government. Thank you for tuning in. Real quick, in relation to White Malice, we talked about Louis Armstrong, and you knew I was coming back with a toy. This is a figure of Louis Armstrong. In relation to the book, we talked about Nkrumah, Ghana. He was great friends with Nkrumah. This is Louis Armstrong with that signature smile, with his instrument, blue blazer, bow tie, black bow tie, white shirt. His arms do move, as you can see. He has on that ring. Look at that. Bling, 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 bling. Everything around me. I can't sing the song. Bling, bling, BG. If you know the song BG, Hot Boys, Cash Money Records, you know what song I'm talking about. The tag is on here. Great moments in music. Satchmo, Louis Satchmo Armstrong. By FNB. FNB. Okay. Black shiny shoes. Mine has a stand. What his head do turn with that gracious smile of his. Eyes do not open, they're closed. So if he was in Toy Story, he'd be running through Toy Story all like this with his eyes closed. That was a weak joke. But anyhow, Louis Armstrong, thank you for checking out the book of the day by Malice.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share Slang Movement YouTube channel. Every day we will be highlighting your story of the day from an African culture. Also, a book of the day from world African culture. So, yes, I am a goofy kid. You have a nice day. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. And subscribe. And also, visit www.slangmovement.org, where we celebrate African, world African, Black history and culture.